Hey everybody, Jeremy here from Shade Tree Vintage Auto, and boy was I excited to show you guys the new project till it caught fire. So here is my 68 Cornet RT that I purchased, had already been restored, and I had a bunch of plans for it. I had front and rear sway bars and all sorts of stuff that I had bought, and we're gonna do an install and make the car handle and drive really good. It's a real 440 RT, has a 440 in it and everything. Had nice paint, you know, I mean, it was good driver quality. It wasn't perfect. And brand new wiring harness throughout, interior, engine compartment, everything. And it caught fire at the bulkhead while I was driving it. And yeah, so we're not gonna build it. Couple reasons we're not going to build it is it just devastated everything, and I'll post some pictures at the end of what the car looked like when I got it. I only had it for what, like 3 weeks or something like that, and then had it registered for 3 days when this happened. And even with the brand new wiring harness, it caught fire at the bulkhead is what we're figuring, and it only burned for about 7 minutes before the fire department got there. About 9 minutes total till they had it out. And I was really impressed how quick the fire department was able to get there, especially since I was in a rural area. But it just completely devastated everything. I mean, you know, the windshield fell down on the dash, and all that heat just caused the dash to melt. The cowls all warped, the firewall's warped. There's not a usable thing in the interior. Even all the roof support, look at the roof, how wavy it is. Popped all the glass. The doors are warped, both of them. The hood, so when the fire started, like I said, I was driving, and all of a sudden smoke started coming out of one of the defrost vents. And not too far before that, the defrost hose had fell off of it, and I didn't think anything of it just because that kind of happens. But what I figure happened is there was heat building up there, and I didn't notice, and there wasn't really smoke because I had the windows down. And I thought I smelt something, but I was out in farm country, so you know, I slowed down and checked and didn't notice anything. All of a sudden, all this smoke came out, and so I hurried and locked up the brakes, pulled off to the side of the road, which you'll be able to see also in pictures at the end, and jumped out, opened the hood, disconnected the battery, and in that short amount of time, the interior, the dash was already in flames. And I didn't have a fire extinguisher with me, unfortunately. I generally always have one, but where this was a new car, I didn't have it just because I hadn't got it yet. And I want to talk about some tips here in a minute as well. We're going to just do a walk around of the car. But because the hood was up when the car went up in flames, the hood's all warped. There's no integrity in the metal. It's just, this fender's garbage. And then, you know, the deck lid and stuff was good till the fire department got there and decided they needed to pry it open. And so they destroyed that 68 only deck lid that anybody who has a 68 knows how hard those deck lids are to find. And yeah, tail panel, they destroyed that. Very unfortunate. Luckily, my wheels and tires that I've had for years, well, the wheels I've had for years, they didn't get hurt, so I get to keep those. However, I did have the center caps inside the car, and well, they're gone. You can see I had tools with me, torque wrench, there's socket set over there. I had a Milwaukee impact that it's gone, and I doubt Milwaukee would warranty that one. Then you can see the engine compartment. I'll open the hood. And you'll see all the markings. When Haggerty took it, they took it down to Copart to have all the investigation done. And you can see where they did a bunch of testing, all sorts of different wire ties all over the place. And they did determine it was the bulkhead right there. Firewall's all burned. You know, it literally, I stood there and watched it burn. There was nothing I could do. and I was literally in tears. And this is really a heartache. Has been for, well, it happened in June, and I got the car back in the very end of September or the first part of October. And it took them that long to do the investigation and figure everything out. But, you know, so on some fire safety, I generally will have a fire extinguisher right here behind the seat so that you can grab it really quick. And when I posted some pictures of this on Facebook, there were people that were mentioning, well, that's why I have two in the trunk. Well, let me just tell you that as fast as this happened, if you had two fire extinguishers in the trunk, you wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway. You need those fire extinguishers right where you can access them. I mean, like I said, this was 7 minutes. That's it, 7 minutes from my 911 call, so maybe 8 minutes. 7 minutes from my 911 call to when the fire department got there. And they had it out in about 2 minutes, maybe 3. And it just went up so fast. And you would think, even with all the metal and everything that's in the dash, why would it burn? Well, they do. I witnessed it firsthand, and it's sick. It's devastating. So as a fire safety tip, anytime you're driving the car, have that fire extinguisher right there behind that seat so that you can grab it as quick as possible. And even if you try to get the fire out and you can't, at least you tried. And I've said that before in other videos, and I didn't follow my own advice with this car, and look what happened. And even with brand new wiring harness throughout, it still can happen. One of the things, and I think Chris Birdsong's talked about this on his videos, but I know that he has told me in person, is that the wire that goes from the alternator through the bulkhead and to the amp meter is just too small. And that's one of the problems. And then you've got the plug there. So a lot of people will drill that hole out, put a bigger gauge wire all the way through. But the other thing is amp meters really are not that great. They're not that accurate. So you really should run to a voltage meter. And I know on some cars anyway, there are companies out there that will convert your amp meter to a voltmeter. And so if you can do that, but it wouldn't hurt just to run a small aftermarket one under the dash where you can see it, but you know, it's out of view for car shows or whatever. Because I mean, this is a total loss. Hagerty did completely total it. They did, other than how long it took for the investigation, which I understand, it was really easy for the most part. There were questions because of how short time I had it and whatnot, which again, I understand. But it really wasn't that bad to deal with Hagerty. And I'm still with Hagerty, and I'll continue to be with Hagerty. As you can see, this is a real RT as well. And anyway, so be sure to check your wiring, make sure it's good. Even if it's good, just double check, triple check, whatever. And always have that fire extinguisher with you, because it's still, I don't know if you can tell, it still kind of makes me upset about this whole situation. I sold the 70 Super B, and this was one of the cars I bought along with the 71 340 Duster. And I was so excited to do a build up on a really nice car, as well as a build up on one that's really cool. And we'll talk about the Duster in another video. And yeah, anyway, this is one of the reasons I haven't made any videos for a while, is I was, no pun intended, just burned out because of this whole situation. And now we're getting back to it. I've got a shop that I've rented, and we're getting it all set up so we can do kind of some podcast area as well as some other things. And I'll talk more about that also in another video that's going to be coming up really shortly. But anyway, I'm back into the cars now, and kind of after a summer off of just dealing with this and emotions and whatever else was going on, some health things, we're back in business. So anyway, here's the pictures of the car before this happened, and unfortunately during the event. So hope that you guys got some good tips from this video. Thanks for watching.